Hello and welcome back! Today we're doing puzzle number 95 in the Fiendish Logic Puzzle book by Puzzle Baron and Stephen P. Ryder. This one is called Hiking Trails, and we have 7 different hikers who will go on hikes of 7 different distances with 7 different start points and 7 different end points. It's great to be back. It's actually been a while since I've been able to film a video, probably at least a week, which of course means nothing because I'm so far ahead on these videos that we should be late July, after my next birthday. The last video I filmed was my birthday special, so hopefully I'm not a little rusty and I won't get distracted by what my dog's doing in the background. Number 1. Clue number 1. The hiker who finished at Flagler Trail is either Esther or the one who started at Green Swamp. So Esther didn't start at Green Swamp. Oh, got a nice sharp pencil today. Number 2, Lana's hike was shorter than Tracy's, which wasn't the longest. Okay, Tracy's not the longest, which is 14, and then Lana is even shorter than that. I don't think we've ever had a clue like that where it just says, hey, this isn't the most, and this is shorter. But maybe we have. There's been 95 puzzles, give or take a few that I didn't finish. Number 3. The hike that began at Bull Creek was 1 mile shorter than the one that finished at Joshua Creek. Oh, and these are separate, one's a start point, one's an end point, so separate categories. So Bull Creek is 1 mile shorter than Joshua. Can't be last, can't be first. And of course, number 4. In fact, no, wait, so we have another one that's a relationship, so where's my orange pen? Aha, I almost had to use blue, and not normal pen blue. Okay, relationship. Bull Creek is 1 mile shorter than Joshua Creek. And now Cassia is 1 mile shorter than 3 Lakes. Now, Cassia and 3 Lakes are in the same category. But we can say that Joshua cannot be the 3 Lakes. Joshua Creek can't be 3 Lakes because 1 mile more than Cassia, 1 mile less than 3 Lakes is Cassia, 1 mile less than Joshua is Bull Creek. Different location, starting points. All right, speaking of Cassia, number 5, of Esther and the hiker who began at Cassia. So Esther is not at Cassia. One finished at Hobbs Grove. The other went a distance of 9 miles. Well, Hobbs Grove is not 9 miles. Okay, let's see. So far, Cassia can be 9 miles. I guess we don't know much other than what I just filled in, so we'll move on. Number 6. The hike that finished at Black Hammock was 4 miles shorter than the one that began at Lake Jessup. Okay. Black Hammock is a whopping 4 miles shorter. So if Black Hammock, the end point, is the shortest, then the least that Lake Jessup can be is 4 miles more than that. That's 12 miles. And if Lake Jessup was the longest, then the longest that the Black Hammock could be is 4 less than that. That's 10 miles. And you cannot have a hike from Lake Jessup to Black Hammock. Right there. Good. All right, we got a complete list clue. These are fun. These 7 hikes were the one that is 13 miles long, Heather's Trek, the one that started at Reedy Creek, and the 4 that finished at Flagler Trail, Fern Camp, Black Hammock, and Joshua Creek. Okay, so let's see. A lot of information here. Let's start with Heather. She can't be 13. You know what? None of these can be 13. And then going back to Heather, right? She can't be Black Hammock, Fern Camp, Flagler Trail, Joshua Creek, or Reedy Creek. And none of these can be Reedy Creek. Reedy Creek, there it is. Okay, lovely. Now, Joshua Creek can't be 13 miles long, so Bull Creek can't be 12 miles long. Oh, no, wait. Wait? Yeah. One less, so. Good. Good, lovely. And what else? Any other relationships we could look at? Black Hammock. Well, no, that was already. Okay. Number 8. Of Zachary, our friend Zachary back again. And the person who hiked for 10 miles. So Zachary didn't hike 10 miles. One started at 3 lakes. There we go. And the other finished at Coyote Creek. So no three lakes to Coyote Creek hike. I don't think we know much about that yet, but if we look to clue number 9, we see that Zachary is either the hiker who trekked for 11 miles or the one who began at Lake Jessup. So, started at 3 lakes. Can 3 lakes be 11 miles? It would have to be. Or he would begin at Lake Jessup. Number 10. Esther's hike was 3 miles shorter than the one that finished at Wolf Creek. So Esther, again, is not Wolf Creek. 3 miles shorter than Wolf Creek. 3. Right. And finally, number 11, of Sam's hike and the 14-mile trek. One finished at Joshua Creek and the other at Flagler Trail. Okay, so that's in the same. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 in the same category, right? Lovely. So Sam can only be Joshua Creek or Flagler Trail. And so can the 14 miles. Now, an interesting thing is that Joshua Creek and Flagler Trail are both on the list. So nothing else on the list can be 14 miles. Also Sam, but we'll start with the 14 miles. So Heather can't be 14 miles because that has to be Joshua Creek or Flagler Trail. And neither can Reedy Creek. And pretty much the same for Sam. She can't be Reedy Creek. Okay. So now the longest one, the 14 miles, is either Glenn or Zachary. And Zachary, could Zachary, anything that would, okay. Technically, Zachary could still be the 14 miles because it could be that if 3 Lakes or Lake Jessup is 14 miles. Or could he? Do we need to do a tree? Probably not, but it's fun. So we have Zachary. We want to know, can he be 14? Or can we say that it's Glenn? And I'm going to put away the blue pen because it doesn't work. Okay. So he has to either be 3 Lakes or Coyote Creek. Okay. Now, if he was Coyote Creek, he couldn't be 14. If he was 3 Lakes, if he's 3 Lakes, but he also has to be either 11 miles or Lake Jessup. So if he's 3 Lakes, well, that is a good question. Is there anything else for 3 Lakes before I do this? I don't think so. Zachary also has to either be 11 miles or Lake Jessup, and those are in the same category. So if it is 3 Lakes, then it has to be 11 miles. So he could only be 14 if he's Lake Jessup. We'll keep an eye on that. And yes, I know that's not the way you make a tree. It's just a visual aid. Okay. Nothing to add to the chart yet, but we'll start back at the top. Ready? Okay, the hiker who finished at Flagler Trail, who, again, is on the list, and we've narrowed down quite a bit, is either Esther or the one who started in Green Swamp. Let's see. Well, we also know that Flagler Trail has to either be Sam or the 14 mile. Esther obviously isn't Sam and can't be 14 miles. Therefore, Flagler Trail is Green Swamp. Green Swamp. That means Green Swamp is found on the list. And now Flagler Trail. Aha! And Green Swamp. I have that. It can't be 14 miles. Let me just double check that. Not that I don't believe it. Why did I say that Green Swamp couldn't be 14 miles? Is it because... No, that wouldn't make sense. Okay, I think that was just a mistake. Because Bull Creek is 1 mile shorter than Joshua Creek, so that makes sense. And then 3 Lakes is... Reedy Creek, I mean. That couldn't be 13 and it couldn't be 14. Could it be that I meant to put it under Cassia? Yeah, I did. Pardon. Okay. Well, that would have been great if I could have said, oh, Flagler Trail can't be 14, but no such luck. Lana's hike is shorter than Tracy's. Oh. hike that began at Bull Creek is 1 mile shorter than Joshua Creek. Okay. Cassia is 1 mile shorter than 3 Lakes. Of Esther, who is not Green Swamp, who is not Flagler Trail, mind you. And the hiker who began at Cassia, one finished at Hobbs Grove, the other went a distance of 9 miles. Doesn't line up, Esther and Lake Jessup. Okay, so Esther, also Cassia, but we'll start with Esther, has to be either finishing in Hobbs Grove or any endpoint that could have gone for 9 miles. So not Wolf Creek. Oh, it's already scratched out. Oh. 3 miles shorter than Wolf Creek. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, pardon me. This should be crossed out, right? Because Sam can only be Joshua Creek or Flagler Trail, so neither of those could be 13 miles. Now, if I could prove that Tracy couldn't be 13 miles, then I'd be on Easy Street. That'd be pretty easy. Lana is shorter than Tracy. Let's see. Anything about the 12-mile hike? sec. So Esther, pardon, is 3 miles shorter than Wolf Creek. And oh, I was going to connect it to Black Hammock and Lake Jessup or something, but that's 4 miles. So if Cassia is 9 miles, and it's 1 mile shorter than Three Lakes, then Three Lakes would have to be 10 miles, which it could be, according to clue number 8. That means Zach is Coyote Creek. Oh wait. Here's something I missed. So Zachary is either 11 miles or any length that Lake Jessup could have been. So 11 is good. I'm gonna get rid of all that though, which means he can't be Black Hammock. That means Three Lakes, also Coyote Creek, but we'll start with Three Lakes, can only be 10 miles or any distance Zachary could be. Oh, and Lake Jessup is like that at the beginning because it's 4 miles longer than Black Hammock. Okay, so Three Lakes is either 10 miles or any distance Zachary could have been, so not 9. And same for Coyote Creek. Okay, so Esther, also Cassia, but we'll start with Esther, has to either be Hobbs Grove or any ending in place. That could be 9 miles. So not Coyote Creek anymore. We get rid of that. Also Cassia. How about this? 9 miles has to either be Cassia or any starting point that Esther could have had, which is pretty, so not Green Swamp. And we already have not like Jessup. And Green Swamp is Flagler Trail, so we cross that out. Okay. 3 Lakes cannot be Joshua Creek. That's what it says in the... Well, Bull Creek definitely can't be Joshua Creek, right? But... 3 Lakes... Oh, yeah, because of that. So 14 miles has to either be Joshua Creek or Flagler Trail. We know Flagler Trail is Green Swamp. Therefore, any start point that can't be Joshua Creek, besides Green Swamp, can't be 14 miles. So, like Jessup stays, Reedy Creek is already crossed out. 3 Lakes gets the X. And that means Bull Creek is 1 mile less. Good. No. Cassia. Cassia is 1 mile less. Okay. Oh, so now Cassia can't be 13 miles long. That's on the list. Oh, wait. A while back, I simplified or crossed out a lot for 3 Lakes, and I forgot that Cassia was 1 mile shorter, so... Okay, that too. Right. And... Okay. Hobbs Grove must either be Esther or Cassia. Neither Esther nor Cassia can be 13 miles now, so that gets crossed out. Also 14 miles, but it already was. you know anything else about Coyote Creek? Okay. Well, now 13 miles is either Coyote Creek or Wolf Creek. The two dog-like creatures. Creeks. No. Okay. Esther has to be Hobbs Grove or any end point that could be 9 miles. So not Coyote Creek, not Flagler Trail, which means not Green Swamp. So I already should have found that. And not Wolf Creek, which I think we got, yep. Mm-hmm. 10 miles has to either be 3 lakes or any start point that could end at Coyote Creek, right? 3 lakes or any start point that could end at Coyote Creek. So not Cassia, not Green Swamp, right? Green Swamp is something else, so it couldn't be Coyote Creek. Cassia can't be Coyote Creek. Just like the 10 miles also has to be Coyote Creek or any starting location that could, any ending location that could end at start at 3 lakes. So not Flagler Trail. Not Joshua Creek. Cassia is 1 less than 3 lakes. Bull Creek is 1 mile shorter than Joshua Creek. Right? 12 miles can't be Bull Creek? Yeah, because Joshua Creek can't be 13, of course. Good. So 9 miles can only be Cassia, Reedy Creek, or Tosohachi. So Esther I'd like to prove that Esther can't be 10 miles. Because 10 miles has to be 3 Lakes or Coyote Creek. Esther can't be Coyote Creek, but she could be 3 Lakes. If it was 3 Lakes to Hobbs Grove. Same has to be Flagler Trail or Joshua Creek, so anywhere they overlap, I can get rid of that for her. Okay, so I said that Sam can't be 10 miles because neither Flagler Trail nor Joshua Creek can, because they can't, well, they're not Coyote Creek and they neither can start at 3 Lakes. That also tells us that 10 miles, so these two places are Zachary or anyone who could have hiked 2 miles. So not Sam. So Sam can't be 3 Lakes. Or Coyote Creek. But we already knew that because Sam has to be Flagler or Joshua Creek. In fact, I could probably narrow that down though because Flagler is Green Swamp. And Joshua Creek can't be Bull Creek. Can't be Reedy Creek. Yeah. Well, we got rid of Bull Creek. Okay, Lana is shorter than Tracy, who wasn't the longest. So Tracy can't be 14 miles, and also obviously couldn't be Sam. So Tracy can't be Joshua Creek or Flagler Trail. Therefore couldn't be Green Swamp. Bull Creek is 1 mile shorter than Joshua Creek. We're up to date on that. Cassia is 1 mile shorter than Three Lakes. Of Esther and the hiker from Cassia. One finished at Hobbs Grove and the other went a distance of 9 miles. Black Hammock is 4 miles shorter than Lake Jessup. Okay, the list. Heather, the 13 miles. Flagler Trail, Fern Camp, Black Hammock, Joshua Creek, and Reedy Creek. Oh, how about that? Reedy Creek can only be Coyote Creek, Hobbs Grove, or Wolf Creek. That's all that's left. I could see one distance that couldn't be all three of them, so can't be Coyote Creek, can't be Hobbs Grove, and can't be Wolf Creek, so Reedy Creek can't be 9 miles. So 9 miles can only be Cassia or this one. And 9 miles